That's not what the science says. Science
No,
says,
it's true.
no,
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 it's
I
true.
know what the science says. You can search right. We can search right now on Google. According to
Did you know
science,
we wouldn't
my
have the
friend, let
ozone
me
layer?
finish.
We wouldn't have
My
the
friend, my
down
friend,
radiation
let me
belts.
finish.
No
My friend, my
hemoglobin in
friend,
our blood.
my
We
friend,
send down
my
iron means that
friend,
Allah
my
subhanahu wa ta'ala
friend,
sent it from the
my
stars.
friend. Hold on. According to science, and we can search right now in Google, and I will show you in the screen that according to science, that the crust, on the crust, there's big percentage of the iron on the crust, not the earth, on the crust
Yeah,
was coming as a
whatever it's
meteor.
wherever it's
But
at,
look
but
what
it's in the
happened
center
here.
of the earth
Hold
too,
on,
though.
hold on. What happened? It says we send you iron for mighty war.
Hold on. What are you talking about?
This is what the verse is saying. It
No,
says we send the iron for mighty war.
mighty power.
No, it says mighty war.
What are you talking about?
Ba'sun Shadid, this is for war.
We barely sent our message.
Do you want me to show you the
With clear
interpretation?
proof.
Do you want me to show you the interpretation?
That's mighty power. What are you talking
Okay,
about?
let me show you the interpretation here. Go, let's see if it's true or not. You see, Christian Prince don't say things without proof. Chapter 57, verse number 25. Here we go. This is your official government website.
Okay.
Okay. It's about war. So that's mean the man was there first, and then the Aaron came. In the same verse, it says that we send down the books. So Allah, He always sent, and not only that, I will show you a verse saying that Allah, He sent down feather. Feather. I mean, chicken don't have feather. Yes, feather. I will show it to you. Okay, here we go. This is the chapter 57, verse number 25. And this
yeah, but don't you understand what it's supposed to mean, though?
My friend, I understand. Here we go. Okay, read with me carefully. Okay. Which translation? What interpretation you like me to show you?
I don't care.
You don't care? Okay, no problem. All right. And we send down iron. We caused it to be extracted from mineral ores, where in a great might, which may wage war, wage battle, as many uses for mankind. Do you see it? So
yeah.
Allah saying that He sent you the iron so you can kill people. Now here, look what it says in the Quran. It says that we send down the proof, we send down the book, we send down the scale. Did Allah send the scale? No. And then he says, and we send down the iron. Anything Allah created, He say in the Quran, we send down. And I will give you the proof of that. They lie to you and they claim that this is about sending down iron from the sky. The fact, no. Let us see how we can prove that not true. If we go in the Quran, one of the problems Muslims suffer from, but they don't know, they don't speak Arabic. You know, the Quran says we send down on them libas and warish.
You have the verse up right now?
Okay, I'm the website for some reason froze. Let me try a different website. Hold on.
Do you accept that Jesus prayed like Muslims do today?
Let's change topic, please.
No, I'm just asking.
O children of Adam, we have revealed into you the remnant to cancel your shame. Okay, so Allah He sent down. You see the translation is here. We reveal. The fact doesn't say that. It says we send down. Change the translator. It says Allah, anything you have, it says we send down. We send down. Here he said we bestowed. We bestowed. What bestowed mean?
Like we have given.
Okay. No, in Arabic it says وَقَدْ أَنزَلْنَا. This is exactly the same written in that about the Aaron. أَنزَلْنَا عَلَيْكُمْ لِبَاسًا يُوَارِي سَوْآتَكُمْ. And we send down on you. Change the translation. Let us see. We keep changing from one to one. Shakir. Here we go. This guy, you see it? We have indeed sent down to you clothing to cover your shame. Okay, in the top of that it says warishan. Here they cover that. It doesn't say, they didn't say rishin, rish and feather. Rish, the word rish is feather. This is the word rish. So
it says the same thing.
No, the translation is wrong. They
it
hide
says the same
word.
thing as the hadid.
Yes, we send down clothes. Did Allah send you clothes, really? You see, you see, we're trying to have an honest discussion. They lie to you. So how come if that one it says we send down, and this one it says send down? So how here they did not say, okay, we discovered that the underwear I have is sent down by Allah, right?
Yeah,
it's a lie. And not only that, here they hide in the translation there the word rish. According to the Quran, Allah even rish, which is feather, Allah He sent down. Even feather, which means the chicken was naked, and Allah He sent her a package in Amazon, and she received her feather. You see, the word feather is gone. I cannot find it. I cannot find one translation saying the word feather, and change the translation from one to one. You know, not even one of them is coming with the word feather. Yeah, where is the word feather? I don't see it. So they lie to you. You see, they are desperately trying to find a place where they can make a science out of nothing. Give me another one. Let's continue. Until now, we found zero.
Okay, I gotta find the verse. I know which one I want to. Hold on. Surah At-Takwir.
Okay.
81, 15 to 21.
At-Takwir. What the verse saying?
15 to 21.
Okay, tell me what the miracle there.
Hold on, let it load on the screen real quick. Okay. Does it say? So I looked it up on Quran.com. I think it is here, or it's legacyquran.com. And it says that the translation here says, "So I swear by the retreating stars," for verse. It says that, and then it says those that run their courses and disappear.
This is not a star. This is a planet.
It says planets.
Yes.
It doesn't say stars.
Al-Khunnas is not a star. It's a planet. Secondly, Al-Khunnas is a very well known by the Muslim, by the Arab at that time. Muhammad is just using what the Arabs see in their eyes.
No, hold on. Go back to the verse.
Okay, the verse. Here we go.
I'm going to tell you what it was.
Okay.
Okay. So, in the other translation, it was by the stars, but it's
my friend,
even the planets that recede.
Even if they are stars, let me show you here. There is a mistake.
It's the scientists nowadays, they see that everything in the universe is expanding outwards, and they used to think it was static.
That is a lie. This is not what it says. Have nothing to do with any of what they are saying there. You see,
the planets that recede, they're moving away.
My friend. As long you want to talk about the shape of the planets. You want to talk about
no. It means like that, like from us, everything is moving out. Like the universe is expanding. So like the planets that recede, like every other planet around us is moving away.
Your prophet said that the earth is getting close from the sun. Huh? Your prophet, he said that the earth is getting close from the sun. Actually, the sun is getting close to it. The sun is going to get close to us until in the judgment day. The sun will be so close, and to the point we will be sweating, and our sweat will be covering almost our ears. So this is a lie. Same time, if the Muslims are being honest in anything they say, When you speak about the space, who know better the space than Muhammad?
No,
Let us
but
see.
it's true that everything is moving away, though.
Okay,
in
my
the
friend,
universe.
my friend. No, everything is moving away. True, my brother. True.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with you, but this is not what the Quran says anyway. Let us say, regardless if it's true or not, I don't care really what science says. I am asking you right now, do you know what the Quran and what Allah meant better than your prophet?
No.
Okay, where the sun goes every day, as long everything go away. Okay, where the sun goes every day?
Where does it go?
Yeah.
Nowhere.
What do you mean nowhere?
The sun is right there. It just stays there.
But your prophet, you don't agree.
Let's see.
This is your prophet speaking. Read with me. Let me make it more clear for you.
When the sun sets into the sun goes.
So here we go. Your prophet here saying that yes, the stars goes away. I agree with you now. Are we happy?
And then a time will come when you're about to pray.
Are we happy? Finally, we find something true. Muhammad, he said the stars goes away. The sun is a star, and the sun every day travel from point A to point B and sleep where? Do you know where sleep the sun? Where the sun sleep where?
It goes till it prostrates itself underneath the throne.
But where is the throne of Allah? Where is the throne? Where is the throne of Allah? Do you know?
Well, that's I don't find a problem with that. Hold on.
What do you mean you don't find a problem with that?
No, hold on. Oh, let me read. Hold on. And then not be accepted. What's the context of this verse? What's it explaining? What's the
nothing, my friend. Muhammad is leaving the mosque, and he asked, because Muhammad is a scientist, he worked in NASA. He wanted to teach those ignorant Arab where the sun goes. So he said to his follower, the one who was with him, Abu Dhar, he said to him, the prophet asked me at the sunset, do you know where the sun goes? See, the guy is not even asking him, but Muhammad, he cannot stop sharing his knowledge because it's amazing. So at the time of the sunset, I replied, Allah and his apostle know better. So Muhammad, he got his knowledge from Allah. There's no way he's going to make mistaken. We associate the knowledge of God with the knowledge of a man. His name is Muhammad. He said, it goes, who? The sun, i.e. travel, till it's prostrate itself underneath the throne of Allah, the throne, and take permission to rise again. And it's permitted. Then the time will come when it will be prostrate, which means the sun will ask again for permission and will not accept it, but will ask, will be order. It says here, it will be asked permission to go in its course, but it will not be permitted, but it will be ordered to return whence it has come. So it will rise from the west. So it came from where to Allah? It came from the west. Now let me draw this for you, so we can have a better understanding for this hadith. All right, just for the better understanding. The sun is here. Let us draw this. The sun now is here. Your prophet is here. He is with his friend in his donkey. This is Muhammad, and he's a friend. Muhammad, he said to his friend, the sun, do you know where the sun goes? Okay, actually I should put the sun, sorry, in the other direction, because now the sun is in the west supposedly, so I will make it here. So the sun is here, and the sun now is going down, and Muhammad, he said to him, now the sun is going to prostrate itself under the throne of Allah. So the throne of Allah have to be in the west, based on Muhammad explanation, because it's going to the west. So Allah's throne is here, and now the sun will be down the throne of Allah. And then in the morning, before the morning come, the sun will ask Allah to go and raise again from the east, and will be permitted. But at the end of the time, Allah will say, no, go back from where you came from, which means she came from the west last time. Now we go back from the west, and we will raise or what's going to be rose from the west. So why the Muslims, they are busy speaking about science in the Quran? And by the way, this is confirmed in the Quran. Isn't it the Quran says that the sun set in the murky water?
Yeah, but that's like when you see like that it looks like water, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it does it say that the sun set in the murky water?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, is that a scientific mistake, or this is something you think it's right? How the Muslims,
it might be figurative, you know.
How the Muslims explain this? Do you know how? I will help you. The Muslim, they say, oh, this is from the eye perspective of the guy Al-Khadr.
Yeah,
but it doesn't say that. Read me carefully, my friend. Who is the one who's talking now? Allah. Huh? Allah says, they ask thee, ask who? Muhammad. A bunch of Jews ask Muhammad about Dhul Qarnayn, the man with the two horns. I mean, have you ever heard of a guy, his name, the man with the two horns? What's his name? We don't know. Obviously, he's talking about Alexander the Great. Say, I shall recite to you, you are remembrance of him. Who is talking until now? Allah. Lo, we made a strong in the land, and we gave him into everything a road. So Allah is the one leading him. And then till when he reach, do you see something wrong with me here, my friend? Who's talking?
Okay.
Allah is talking. He reached where? He reached the sitting place of the sun. Does it say that?
Yeah.
Okay. How you can reach that?
Setting place of the sun. He found it was setting.
No, before you continue, he found it sitting in murky water. But before we go, we are trying just to analyze, you know, to understand. When you say I reach the sitting place of the sun, it means it's a place, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's confirmed that the one is talking, speaking about what happened to this guy. It's not the guy says, I thought I reached. Allah is talking. He until what? Until he reached a point. What is that? Where the sun set. So when they try to fabricate the interpretation, they say, oh, this is from the eye perspective. It is not Allah. It's not Allah saying that. The verse is so clear. It says, until he reached the sitting place of the sun. It's a location. So the guy, he was following a road guided by Allah until he reached the sitting place. This is a place he reached. And then he found it. Not he thought, not he saw it. He found it. When you say he found it, I'm reporting a fact. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So now he found it sitting in the muddy water. Is that accurate? Do you believe that?
No, the sun does not do that.
Okay, so how you think this is from God? I mean,
what explanations did the smarter Muslims?
Okay, who is a smarter Muslim in history?
The smartest?
Yes, the top. Muhammad, maybe? Muhammad?
Of course.
Okay, what if I show you what Muhammad said? What you would do?
Let's see.
Okay, let us see. Because now the Muslim, they will say, oh, Muhammad, obviously he's an idiot. He do not know what he's talking about. Here we go. This is your prophet explaining the verse. I was sitting behind the messenger of Allah, SAWSFM radio station, who was riding a donkey while the sun was setting. He asked, do you know where this set? I replied, Allah and his apostle knows best. He said, it's set in a spring of warm water.
Oh.
And this is the interpretation of the smartest ever Muslim.
Have you ever had another Muslim try to tell you what this means?
All Muslims are the same for me, my friend. Like, you see, you are a nice person. That's why I did not hang. I'm surprised. I mean, how in the world I survived to talk to you all this time without hanging on? Because usually I'm like, you know, everybody knows, like in the last 2 weeks, I have blood pressure from shouting, screaming. So when we talk to Muslims, the second you show them something stupid, they start screaming, shouting. They will not let you read. I mean, but you are not doing that, and I respect that on you. Now, you tell me what is that. Now, let us assume they will say to you, "This is Dave." It's not. You know the story, right? You know the story of Dave, Sahih. You know the story, the song. Huh? This is Dave. This is Sahih. This is Dave. This is it is not Dave.
Wait, what?
It is not Da'if. The hadith is not Da'if. This is a proven story. And the reference is all over. So Muhammad, he agreed with the Quran. Why Muslims, they lie and they say, oh, this is from the ayah perspective. This is not what Allah is saying. So the verse saying clearly, he reached the sitting place of the sun. How in the world you can reach that place? I can reach that when I am sitting in my ass right now. From my window, I will see the sunset in a few hours. I do not need to go anywhere. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a lie. Not only that, look what happened. What about a few verses after? Here, the same story. And then he changed the road. He took different highway. Okay, now, till when he reached the rising place of the sun. What the heck is that? Do you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, how he reached the rising place of the sun? What is that? You tell me, help me. I'm listening.
I don't know.
Okay, and then he found it rising. That's a discovery. I mean, he never saw this before. He reached the place where the sun rises. This is the garage of the sun. Okay, so now what we learn from this, you're a prophet, he made it clear. The sun goes and prostrates itself under a throne. But the throne is where? Do you know where the throne is where? Based on what we said to you? The throne of Allah is above the water. Do you agree with that?
Oh, well, you're gonna yeah. Okay, yeah, I guess so.
Actually, let us confirm that so people will not say we are making things up. You know? And his throne is above the water. Do you see it?
Hold on. This throne was upon water. Yeah, I see that.
Okay, so that complete the image for us. So now if we wanna draw the image based on all of this, Quran and the Hadith, both of them, they confirm one thing, that there is let us see a bigger space here. Okay, so what Muhammad is trying to say to us, that the sun every day go and sleep under the throne of Allah. There's a water here, and the water is muddy. Let us take off this thing so people can see better. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. So here there's a water, and this water is muddy, boiling water. Actually, in Arabic it says hamia. Not only it's muddy, it's boiling. Okay. So here there's a muddy brown water, and now the sun will come from the east every day, and then will go down in the muddy water, and then the throne of Allah is above, and we will make the throne of Allah blue to make you happy. This is the throne of Allah. So the sun goes every day from this point to this point. And for sure, this is absolutely scientifically correct. There's a scientist, his name Yama Aidulai Yama from Japan, very well known. He agreed with that.
You're joking, right?
I don't know. I mean, Muslims, they quote for us name of scientists to prove a point which is a lie. Scientists, even we never heard of them, and even some of them, they are exist but never said what they said. So how in the world this can be the book of God, my friend? Here we go. Muhammad says Allah said, the prophet said, Allah said. Okay, how he is a prophet of Allah and this Allah is funny? How this can be from God? I mean, honestly, my friend, I don't know what's your name. What's your name, by the way?
Angelo.
Okay, how in the world do you want to stay as a Muslim? Be honest with me, after all of this, you still think you are a Muslim?
Well, you know, the way it was presented to me was like, you know, the one true God and of all the prophets, and you know, I don't really know anything about all this, but like when you're showing it to me now, it's
Okay.
like confusing everything. Like,
Okay, so you want to be still as a Muslim?
well, I want to understand, like,
I mean, come on, my friend. Listen, you are
what
you are a,
do
you are
you
you are
you
you are.
are you like a certain sect of Christianity?
Hold on, I'm not. I don't follow a sect. I follow Christ. I don't follow a sect. Why am I follow a sect?
You're not like, you're not Catholic.
I don't care about all those names. I care for following my Lord, my friend.
So like, you know, like Jesus, when he said to pray, like, how do we have justification that we're supposed to pray to Jesus?
But what do you mean?
Like, how do you know you're supposed to pray to Jesus? Or like,
How I know what?
you're supposed to pray to Jesus?
I don't understand the word. Can you say it slowly, one?
How do you know you're supposed to pray to Jesus?
How I know? Okay,
Yeah.
Jesus said, come to me, knock at my door, and I will open for you. Ask me, I will answer you. Every two of you mention my name, I will be between you. And that is clear proof that he is an eternal living God. Because how he can do that? There's 3-4 billion human Christians, and imagine now me and you, we are talking about his name. He is going to listen to us. That's impossible for a human being. So it says clearly, you pray to me. Not everyone says to me, God will enter the kingdom of my Father, but the one who do his will. So now, my friend, before we talk about Jesus, do you announce yourself you are out of Islam?
That'll be kind of a big thing here.
Why a big thing, my friend? Listen, you are a person. God, he gave him a gift. It's called a brain, and your brain was functioning. So now your brain will stop. Be honest with me. All what we said to you, isn't it enough proof that this cannot be from God?
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I was raised a Catholic, but I didn't know anything about like those verses that you showed me and everything like that.
Okay.
So like, I don't need you to explain to me like anything about like the crucifixion or anything. I understand that, but like, what drew me towards Islam was like, you know, in Catholicism, there's like, you know, you have the rosary and you have things like that.
My friend
So
Muhammad, he have a rosary. Who said he don't? Look what the rosary of Muhammad. You see the problem. With my respect to you, I'm not insulting by the way. You see, I am ignorant in English. Nothing wrong with that, right? I mean, all of us, we have some ignorance somehow. I can say a word. Sometimes I say it funny. People laugh at me, but that will not be a problem, you know. But here we talk about God, which we cannot be ignorant about God. Muhammad, he took the rosary too from the Christians. He said to you, if you say the word of Allah 33 times, you go to heaven. Allah forgive your sin. And then he says the name of his God is 99, which is the rosary. 3 stones plus 3, 30. 33 is the age of Jesus. If you look at the rosary, have three stones, and then have 30 stones. That is the age. That is the age of Jesus. I notice what Islam is about. I'm not. You see, once I sat with the sheikh, long beard. I mean, this guy, look, I did not shave his beard for maybe 15 years. He is an old. I respected this guy. He is look very decent, and he have a rosary in his hand. And I sat next to him. You know, we were visiting like a castle, and I said to him, "Assalamu alaikum, uncle." He said, "Wa alaikum assalam." He said, "What is this rosary with you?" He said, "To praise Allah." I said, "Where do you get this from?" He said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Like you Muslims, where do you get this rosary from?" He said, "I don't know. We do. I took it from grandfather. All of us, we do that." I said, "Isn't it Jesus? He has the age of 33 years in earth. He said yes. Isn't it Jesus? He spoke that according to Christians, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. He said yes. He said, I said, count the words, count the stones. The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, and then the 33 years of the age of Jesus. That is your rosary. You are praying, you are copying from the Christians without knowing. And this is the same as Muslims. Muhammad is nothing but a thief. Everything he have is a theft. The story of Alexander the Great, the sunset in murky water, is a story written by a Syrian person, Syrian, not Assyrian, Syrian person who wrote a fictional story about Zulqarnain. The story of the cave is a story written, a fiction story written by a Syrian bishop, Aramaic bishop, about how the Christians are humiliated and later will be victorious. Muhammad took it, put it in the Quran. Everything Muhammad he have is a theft. So my friend, I want you to be honest with me. Today, this moment is a moment of salvation. I'm asking you, are you brave enough to say the truth, that there's no way that this is from God?
Well, I know that those, what you showed me, like about the sun and everything like that, that stuff's not true.
Okay,
You know,
if only one thing in the Quran not from God, that's mean the Quran is not from God. What about satanic verses? What about nobody have authority over my followers? What about Muhammad being bewitched? What Muhammad imagined himself having sex, but in fact he did not? I mean, come on. What about the sperm coming from the backbone? What about the sperm coming from the ribs? What about whoever have orgasm first, the baby will be a boy? I mean, I can count for you endless. All of this will not make you say I am out of Islam.
I don't know what else, what path would I go down if it's not Islam, you know, like just like
My
would I
friend,
be Catholic
this is
or
not an
like,
excuse. Let me ask you. Let me do. Let us say Christianity is false, Islam is false, Judaism is false. That is not
no,
an
I know it's
excuse.
either Islam or Christianity.
No,
I
no,
know
I am
it's
saying to you, I'm giving you an example. I'm saying to you, that is not an excuse to stay in the false just because I do not know where to go.
No, I don't want. I want the truth.
This is the truth.
You know,
Trust me, my friend. I am not here. I studied Islam all my life, not to say to you something I do not know. I know this cult more than any Muslim you ever met. They try to defend the honor of the Prophet, but he is no prophet and he have no honor. Do you know that Muhammad, even when he get married, his first wife, do you know how he married her?
yeah.
How?
Oh, his first wife.
Yeah. How?
Khadija.
Yeah.
How?
Do you know that he and his wife, they made her father drunk?
No.
What do you think if your daughter and her future husband make you drunk, and then when you wake up, she claimed that you married her to this guy? What do you say about such a girl?
Okay, CP, you showed me enough, but I just want to know this. So, like, a lot of Christians, they don't even pray, and they just say like, oh, you know, because Jesus died, now I don't really have to do anything.
No,
Or,
my friend, this is not true. That's not true.
Can you clarify?
No. You say, hold on. You see, you don't judge Jesus by a Christian, and you know that. You know better than this, correct? Let us say,
hold
on, my friend, hold on. Let's be honest. No.
Stuff like that.
Let us say all the Christians in the world, they became false Christian. Let us say all of them. Nobody left. That will not make me not stop believing in Jesus, because okay, don't do what they do. If they don't pray. Who said to you don't pray? Jesus says if you want to pray like this. He never said don't pray. Jesus himself, he fasts, so you fast. And actually there's millions of Christians, they start getting ready now to fast already. There's 90 days of fasting in every church in the world, especially those who they call themselves Orthodox. So who said there's no fasting? Who said there's no prayer? Who said there's no don't pray? This is not true. And I cannot judge Jesus by someone, he is a drug dealer, or by a woman, she is a whore. This is not fair. We judge God by God himself. We judge Jesus by Jesus, not by Christian Prince. What if a Christian Prince is a bad person? What I have to do with Jesus? I am not Jesus, and I have no even close to be like him. So you, as an honest person, you have to know, and you know better, that I judge Muhammad by Muhammad. I don't judge Muhammad by Osama bin Laden, by the way, because If Osama bin Laden is doing what Muhammad he said and he did, then Osama bin Laden is just a follower, right? So if you want to judge a Christian, what Jesus said, he said you know them from their fruits, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, the fruits is going to decide if you are a Christian or not your name, not your birth.
Yeah.
So my friend, do you accept the fruit of Jesus and reject the fruit of Muhammad?
Okay, one more thing. Look, there's strong evidence that, the original way the Jews used to pray was just like how the Muslims pray today. So that would have, Jesus prayed that way. And along with his teaching, doesn't that go more with Islam though?
My friend,
Why don't Christians pray that way
hold on. You are smarter than this. Let me tell you something. If I now create a cult and I copy how the Jews they pray, does that make me a religion? Does that make
No,
me
I'm not saying
okay. No.
Even if you put
Jesus
Islam to the side, why don't Christians pray that way anymore?
My friend. First of all, Jesus did not don't pray like the Jews, and the Jews don't pray like Muslims. When the Jews they pray, they lay down in the ground. Do the Muslims lay down on the ground?
No.
Okay, so that's not the same. Secondly, let me show you something proving Muhammad to be a false prophet. Read with me this. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, read it for us, please.
Hold on, slowly. The messenger of Allah used to stand up for a funeral until the corpse was placed in the grave. A learned Jew once passed him and said, "This is how we do." The Prophet sat down and said, "Sit down and act differently from them."
Is that a prophet of God, you think? Be honest with me. A Jewish guy, he walked by, he said, "This is how we do it." This is a song, you know it. This is how we do it. And then Muhammad said right away, sit down, act differently. If this is how they do it and this is the right way, who care? You change the way you pray just because a guy he said this is how we do it. What do you think? Obviously this guy is a liar, because if this is the way to do it and this is how God taught him to do it, then why in the world want to change it? So what? Isn't it the Muslim they say that we have the same God and so it's normal to pray the same together, the same prayer? No, Muhammad, you don't like that. Muhammad in a second he changed the way the prayer is, just because a guy walked by and he is a rabbi, and it says here, read carefully with me. And when a learned Jew is a rabbi.
Yeah.
Okay, so because of a rabbi, imagine to me I am a Christian and I'm praying as Jesus said to me to pray, and then a Jewish guy he says to me, "This is how we do it." I say, oh, I'm not going to do it like this no more, because this is how they do it. Obviously they get me busted. I am copying them. This is why he ordered them to change immediately, because he felt guilty. Obviously the Jew, according to Muhammad, this is how he feel it. The Jew, he got me busted. I'm copying them. This is why he changed it.
He changed it right when the guy came by.
In a second. It did not. The guy did not even pass. I mean, the angel did not come to him say, "Hey, hello, okay, do it differently." In a second. Who are you to change it? So that's mean the way he was praying all this time was wrong. So what do you say, my friend? I invite you right now to denounce the devil and his religion, which is Islam, and to accept the Messiah as your savior.
Yeah, that's what everyone's sure about.
I accept him.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. May the Lord bless you, my friend, and bless your family, and bless all your wife. And I hear people around you. May the Lord guide you and keep you in a strong faith, and don't ever let the devil deceive you again. My friend, the devil, he come to the good hearts from the good window sometime. The Lord, the Messiah, he said, he come to you, they come to you in a clothes of a sheep, but they are wolves. And this is what Islam is about, is nothing but a wolf. I'm so happy for you. Look at the chat. The chat is boiling. There's 1,300 people. They are praising the Lord for your salvation, my friend. What do you want to say to them?
Thanks for your prayers, guys.
Thank you very much. I'm really happy to have you. May the Lord really bless us all by blessing you, because the blessing will be for all of us. For all of us, we shared in saving a person who really was lost with such a stupid cult. And how in the world we can follow such a cult?
Please pray for me, everyone. Pray for my strength.
Absolutely. Everybody, please pray for our friend here. You said your name is Angelo?
Yes.
Angelo, please, all of you, pray for our brother here, Angelo, for his salvation, for his family, for guidance, so the Lord will strengthen him with his faith. There's no way we can compare between light and darkness. There's no way. It's an insult to compare between the Christ, the Messiah, and Muhammad. Someone, he is very savage, very bad. Even his followers accuse him to be stealing underwear, and then we compare him to someone like the Messiah. How in the world we can leave the light and will follow the darkness? Jesus says, I am the light, I am the truth, I am the beginning, I am the end, I am who I am. God said to Moses, I am. So my friend, you are with the Lord who nobody can defeat. And if the Lord is with me, who could be against me? Happy for you, Angelo.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Anything else, my friend?
No, that's it. I'll message you on Skype if I have anything else, but thank you so much.
You are welcome. And say I apologize if I say anything that was harsh, and say hi to your wife if she is your wife there. I heard somebody speaking to you.
Yeah,
Hi.
she said. Okay.
All right. Well, happy for all the family there. I'm sure she is happy too.
Yes, she is. She's
All
happy.
right. Glory to the Lord. Glory to the Lord. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Take care.
Okay, thank you. Take care.
All right. I'm into that. Sometimes you don't know what to say. Sometimes last 2 weeks I was really upset for myself because I don't give my time even a break, to the point my blood pressure was going high. But when you see a result like this, all the pain, all the illness, all the headache you have, it is gone. It is absolutely gone. What a beautiful day. So we are grateful for the Lord for he sending you to us. And look, this gentleman, he was arguing and arguing and arguing, and he want to prove me wrong. He did everything he can. The one who is victorious today, my friend, is you, not me. Your loss is your win. I am the one who gained nothing. Spend hours talking, losing my voice, having a headache. You are the winner today. It's not Christian Prince. You just won your salvation. This is why we say to the Muslims, we don't hate you, my friend. We don't hate you, but we hate to see you going to hell. We hate to see you following a satanic man. We hate to see that. Always remember one thing. If you are a Muslim, if Muhammad is from God, why he don't act like the man of God? What the Muslim they say to us about Muhammad, amazing stuff. The fact, all the amazing stuff they say, it's disgusting. The prophet, he ordered to free the slaves. The prophet, he did not really order to free the slaves. He was making slaves. Bilal himself, he spent his life serving Muhammad as a slave. Muhammad, he had slaves just for sex, and there's a famous one, her name is Mary the Copt, and the Muslims, they fabricated lies saying he didn't marry her. You can go right now and search in Google why the Prophet did not marry Mary the Copt. The Muslim, they will say to you, because she did not marry her, she was his slave. And those are fatwas, just for fun. This man enslaved people just for fun. He is a satanic person who seek power and sex. Imagine a guy, he make verses saying any woman she want to give me her private part. How disgusting. Even Aisha in the hadith, she said, isn't it a woman ashamed to give herself? Aren't you ashamed of yourself? And look how Aisha, she is not stupid, she is young, yes, but she noticed that Muhammad is nothing but a scam. I do not see, but your Lord hurries in pleasing you. Pleasing what? Sexual pleasure. God, he made verses, any woman she want to give herself to the Prophet, what that would do to Islam? Why God Almighty, the one who created the universe, do you know how big the universe? Imagine God who created the universe, he make verses and chapters about how we can satisfy the sexual desire of a man. His name is Muhammad. God saying any woman she want to give herself to the Prophet so the Prophet can have fun. But the Prophet, he have many wives already. He is not like a Christian prince who is single. I mean, what that will do to Islam? What does have to do with God? How that can be from God? How that can be from God? You tell me. This is God? And you know the funny that the Muslims, they try to flood us with statements like the Quran. Who can you make Quran like this? I know I cannot, to be honest with you. I cannot. Anyone remember which verses in the Quran it says you can eat in your houses? Let us see how many of you remember. How many of you remember the verses saying you can eat in your houses? This is God. God, he went to think hard and he decided to tell us where and how you can eat in your house. I mean, come on. I mean, if God is not God, how in the world he come with such a knowledge that we can eat in our house? Thank you. I really thank you. This is amazing wisdom. And not only that, if your leg is broken, you can eat in your house. If you are blind, you can eat in your house. I mean, before that, we do not know this. This is God. This is wisdom. Who can make Quran like this? No blame is there upon the blind, nor blame upon the lame, nor any blame upon the sick, nor yourself. I mean, when you hear this, you think we're going to talk about going to nuclear weapon attack or something, and suddenly it says, if you eat in your houses. What? What? That's astonishing. That is science. That is discovery. This God, he spent centuries thinking about how to make this verse. And not only that, brother, especially if you are blind, brother, it is not a sin to eat in your house, brother. Why the blind before he used to eat where? I mean, if I cannot eat in my house, where I can eat? In the restaurant? Where before Islam people used to eat? And then the mascara continue. Or the houses of your father. Oof, 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 oof. That's deep. I thought when I was eating in my father's house, I was a thief. But thanks to Muhammad and Allah, now I know it's okay. Or the houses of your mother. Oh boy. Now I feel a lot better. I can eat in the house of my father and my mother. Or the house of your brother. Wow. Things is getting even better and better. I can eat in the house of my brother. Or the house of your sister. Hello. You think Allah is not fair? Here we go. You can eat in the house of your brother and your sister. Or the house of your father, brother. Oh boy. Even the uncle is not forgetting. Are you going to continue? What about you say the auntie? And then, yeah, he said, actually, read it. Or the house of your father, sister. Like, what the heck? Or the house of your mother's brothers. What? This God, he looked like my grandma drinking coffee with her old lady friend. My friend, did you know what happened to this girl? She is going to divorce. This is God. And then, or the house of your mother, sister. I mean, the story is not over yet. Like, hello. Or any house you have the key for it. Like, hold on, this is stupid here. So if my neighbor, he gave me the keys because he is going somewhere to feed his cat, I can eat the food he have in his refrigerator. That is too much. Any house, what if I am a thief? What if somebody gave me the keys, but he did not say you can eat here? Hey, take care of my house when I'm away. Watch over it. And then, or from the house of a friend. And here the things is getting even bigger. No sin shall it be for you whether you eat together or apart. You know what? I thought it's a sin. I was really worried. You see, this God, he have no problem with kidnapping women, raping them, killing them, taking children, stealing, lying. Even he encouraged people to lie, kissing black stones, going praying in the direction of a stone. But he is very good in details. It is not sin to eat alone or together. What more you want? We have a Muslim, I guess, trying to call me. Hello?
Hello.
Yes. Hello? This guy, he drive me crazy in the text. He want to talk to me, and then he hang up. Hello?
Hello?
Yes. Go ahead. We hear you. You're
Hello?
live. Hello?
Oh, okay, I can hear you.
All right. What do you want to say to us?
Well, I cannot hear you through Skype. I only hear you through YouTube.
Oh, how come? My microphone is working here.
Yeah, so
Okay. What do you want? How I can help you?
I have no idea.
You are a Muslim, right? Hmm?
Yeah, 1 second, because I only hear you through YouTube, so I hear myself double, so
Okay,
it's quite annoying.
Mute YouTube.
So-
Mute YouTube.
I muted YouTube, but I don't hear you through Skype, so that's the
Well,
only trouble I
don't
have.
know what the problem, my friend. My
Maybe I need to change
Okay,
some
what
settings
about now? What
where I
about
can
now?
allow
Okay, do you hear me now?
their voice to come through Skype.
Do you hear me now? Okay, we will take another Muslim. Sorry. Hello?
Do you hear me now?
Their voice to come through Skype.
Hello?
Do you hear me
Yes.
now?
Do you hear me, my friend?
Hello?
Yeah, do you hear me?
Hello. Sorry. Just a second. Sorry. Can you hear me?
I do.
Oh, hey, brother.
Hey, my friend, how are you? Are you a Muslim?
Oh no. I'm a atheist.
Oh, you're an atheist. Well, I am out of bananas today. Sorry.
What was that?
What do you want to say to us? You're an atheist. The program here to talk to Muslims.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no, I just find it interesting what you guys are talking about.
Okay. Well, I have to let you go because we are taking the calls from Muslims. We have this guy trying to call. Let's see this guy.
Hello.
Yes, Abdul. How are you?
Yes. Do you remember me?
Sure, I remember you. You are the funny guy. The one you don't look like your father. You look like your mother. Correct?
Yeah.
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 So what do you think about that? Did you think about it? That's why your prophet says that you don't look like your father. You look like your brother if you have sex and you have orgasm first.
Yeah.
Okay. What the conclusion come to your mind?
Yeah. You say Islam is false, right?
I'm asking you about the same topic we asked about, and you did not answer me until now. Why you did not
Okay.
talk about it? Why?
Let's.
Why your prophet? He says the one who come first will control the look of the baby. Is that true or this is stupid?
You claim something else.
Well, I mean, we go the same topic we are talking about. Until now, you did not answer me. Why do I talk about it?
Because I want to talk about chapter
Okay,
86.
no problem. Why you
verse
don't answer
6.
this one first? Chapter 86, verse number what? 6?
Yes.
Okay.
Show me where it says sperm.
Show me where it says sperm.
Yes. Show me.
Well, your prophet here explained the hadith.
Show me where it says sperm.
So if it is
Show me where it says sperm.
okay, okay. So let us see what it says sperm. Do you want to see?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you see my YouTube?
Yeah.
All right.
No, Quran. Show me where it says sperm.
Yeah, we will show you Quran too.
Okay.
So you are saying this one does not talk about sperm, right?
No.
Okay. So the gushing fluid is what?
It's ejaculation.
So it's ejaculation. So what is the ejaculation?
Muhammad says we are in the father's loins.
So what
that
is
we
the
are
ejaculation? So
in the father's loins.
what is the ejaculation? What is that? You said it's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
sperm.
yeah.
So is it sperm
Oh.
or not?
Oh yeah, wait. Oh no, wait. I'll answer it. I'll send you a link.
Don't tell me a link now. Answer. You read the link. You read the link for me. No, answer me. You said it is ejaculation. What is ejaculation? Is it sperm? When you ejaculate, what you have? Do you have a sperm or you have
but
water?
when you
than water?
ejaculate, there's like gushing fluid going through your brain, through your loins.
In the
through-
brain. This is in the brain. Uh-huh.
No. Listen, I'll send you the link.
The link is in front of me. Here we go. This is Ibn Kathir. Read with me.
No,
When
from science.
don't waste my
stupid
time.
idiot.
Yeah, science. Go get lost. Abdul talking about science. You don't even know how to read write your name. This is what the Quran is saying. Proceeded from between the backbone and the ribs, meaning the backbone or the loins of the man. By the way, it says the backbone, not loins, and the ribs of the woman, which referring to her chest. Let us see this guy here. Hello?
Hello?
You hear me now?
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum
I can
salam.
hear you now. I
Alright.
fixed my microphone.
All right, my friend. Muhammad, how I can help you, Muhammad?
Yeah, so I've been listening to your YouTube channel for about a month, and I always finish the whole 1.5 hour or 2 hours that you've been talking about the religion Islam, and it seems that you are very educated, and I have done some research about you. It seems that you are very knowledgeable about the topic.
Okay.
And I have some, I'm in doubt, so I'm just trying to confirm the things that you have already been saying.
Okay.
And basically, I've been thinking about, I heard that when Muhammad made up the Quran, it never got written down until he died many years afterwards. Is this true?
Correct.
Because I can't.
Correct.
Okay, this is correct.
Yeah. Do you know?
And-
but do you know why? Do you know why this happened?
From what I know, it seems that he didn't really give a shit. And
No. You see, in
No?
chapter, let us use a good words, the good language.
Okay, sorry.
Chapter
Excuse me.
75, chapter 75, verse number 17. It says,
Yeah.
"Inna alayna jam'uhu wa Qur'anahu." Allah said, supposedly, that it is the duty of Allah to collect the Quran and to recite the Quran, not the duty of any human being. This is why, in the beginning, the Muslims, they never collected the Quran, because simply this was really the duty of Allah.
Okay. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
This is the first time I hear you talking about it as well. I don't
Well, I
know
don't
for
talk
sure.
about everything I know, my friend. I'm like, go to the library. Unless you touch the book, you open it, you don't see what is inside, right? So
Yeah.
you mention a topic, so we go there. So now, here, you notice here, that Muhammad is claiming that the one who collect the Quran, it should be Allah. But this is proof Islam to be false, because never the Quran collected by Allah.
Okay. Yeah, I've been trying to reach as much hadith and Quran since I've been listening to you, because every single time I hear you talk, I read the chapter you're giving us, and I'm just like blown away, because right now I'm nearing my 27th birthday, and my whole family is religious, and I don't know anything except Islam. And as I got older and I got more exposed to the internet, and as you said it, you walked for I don't know how many hours to a library to just read a book. When I came, when the internet became very available to me and I started researching my own religion, I felt that this is strange. It's very strange. So I'm just trying to collect as much evidence for myself to make sure
how long
that
you are listening to me today?
I listened to you since the beginning of the
Broadcast. So you saw what
Broadcast.
happened with this gentleman before you, right?
yeah, Angelo.
Okay, what do you think? Let us say if I am speaking to you, not him, from the beginning.
Yeah.
What do you think? What is your decision will be after all of this?
It seems that every single thing that you point out is accurate. I cannot deny it because it's plainly written there, and I can understand Arabic a little bit, but when I go by word for word and I read what's there, it says just exactly how you say it. Some things get lost in translation. It almost seems that somebody is trying to cover up someone's behind because there are a lot of mistakes.
So
what
that will lead you, my friend? You are, you are a smart person. You are watching. You are seeing. I never said something without showing proof. Correct?
Yes.
And all is from
Yes.
Islamic website, Islamic translation, Islamic print, Islamic reference. Nothing. I don't use the Bible to prove anything.
Yes.
Okay. So now what you with your you are a growing man, and you are watching for long. Not only this video today, you are watching for long. So isn't it enough after watching all what I showed? Isn't it enough to prove to you that Muhammad, there's no way he's from God?
That's true, but I have a lot of family members who I have discussions with, and sometimes it gets quite heated. And then I try to help others as well, and I try to see whatever I think is wrong or right. And it seems that sometimes they are still trying to, I mean, they're still able to convince me somehow.
Look, like how? Give me an example how they can convince you. Like what?
Like they say that some things are very hard to understand without the tafsir. But when I look at the tafsir, it seems that it's also rubbish. I find it very hard to pinpoint what's exactly wrong, because sometimes they give references and you can interpret it in certain ways because of Arabic language.
I will give you a tafsir. What is your education, my friend?
My education. What do you mean with
Like,
education?
did you go to school? Like, do you have some education?
Yeah, I currently busy with my university.
Okay, so
But I have studied other things as well. So this
That's
is my third.
okay, that's
third degree.
That's wonderful. So you are a person who went to school. You are not like a, with my respect to everybody, some people did not have their chance to go to school, right? I mean,
Yeah,
somebody is
exactly.
poor, yeah. But look with me. This is chapter Qaf, verse number 1. Qaf wal Quran al-Majid. You said you know a little bit of Arabic, correct?
Yeah, I can understand because I am personally from Morocco and I'm not from the Arabic part of Morocco. I'm Amazigh, the Berber.
Amazigh, okay.
Yeah,
Really
yeah, the
good.
northern.
It says, from his narration on the authority of Ibn Abbas, that he said, in the interpretation of Allah saying Qaf, Qaf is a letter. Qaf, he says, it is an azure mountain overlooking this world, and the color of the sky takes from it. Allah swear by it. Now your family, they say to you, you cannot understand unless you read the interpretation. Okay, this is the interpretation. What we will do now? There's a mountain surrounding the earth, and it's blue, and the sky taking its color from it.
Yeah, this is strange. Exactly how you point out many things. This is also what I stumble upon, and I notice that it's very incorrect and it makes no sense. And I don't know what I need to do with this kind of piece of information that somebody spent so much time making this up. Very confusing.
And there is no reason for somebody is a Muslim to lie about his religion, right? I mean, those are scholars, those are not Christians, right?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Yeah. So if we go and have you ever heard of a scholar? His name is Ibn Kathir.
Yeah, Ibn Kathir, I know him. Yeah.
Okay, who is Ibn Kathir? Muslims, they say, some of them, they say that Ibn Kathir is a very big scholar, but you will notice that the Muslims, when they want, they like Ibn Kathir. When they want, they don't want Ibn Kathir. Have you ever heard of a chapter? It's called Al-Qalam.
Not sure. Maybe I know the what's written inside, but not necessarily the chapter name.
Let me show you the verses. Chapter 68, verse number 1. Have you ever read this verse?
I probably have read it, but sometimes, also when I was younger, I was reading Quran the whole time, but Arabic's not my primary language.
Okay.
So I read it without knowing what it actually says.
Okay. Well, if we go, let us see if we can get the interpretation for it in English. This is a chapter 68, verse number 1. Let us go here. Always take into your consideration that Muslims, they are not giving you a correct, let us say, an honest translation. Ibn Kathir in Arabic is not the same as in English. If we read here, it says, by the pen, apparent, meaning that he's referring to the actual pen that used to write. But here there's a verse before it says, Qaf, and the similar to them from the individual letters that appear in the beginning of the Quran chapters. This has been discussed in length previously, and there's no need to repeat. When you see translator, they say that it's mean he is hiding something. Let me show you what he is hiding. This is Ibn Kathir in Arabic. It says here, and this is the official government website of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And here you notice how they lie and they fabricate in the translation. It says, نون هو حوت عظيم على تيار الماء العظيم المحيط. Do you understand what I'm saying or you don't?
Not really.
Okay.
I catch no ball.
Noon is a big whale on the ocean, and he is carrying the 7 earths, as the Imam Abu Ja'far ibn Jurayj he said, ibn Jarir. And then he continued, says, Allah, he created Noon, and he made the steam go up, and then from there he opened a hole in the sky, and he made the earth flat, and all of this in the top of the whale Noon. And then Noon, he start moving, so the earth start moving and shaking. So Allah, he decided to put mountains in the top of the earth, so the earth will not move. Where we can find that in the English translation? It's gone. Period.
Yeah, I also experienced this. You are completely right.
Yeah, and here let me show you. If we go to the chapter Moon, the same chapter we are talking about, okay, which is 68:1. If we go here, this is why you cannot learn Islam from Muslims, because simply, especially if you don't know Arabic, you know, they fabricate, they don't give you the true answer. Read carefully with me. This is Ibn Abbas. Your family, they say to you, you will understand the Quran only if you read the interpretation, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And let us read together. And from his narration and the authority of Ibn Abbas that he said regarding the interpretation of Allah saying Noon. Noon, he says Allah swear by Noon. I mean, that's funny. Allah swear by Noon. Why Allah swear by Noon? People, they swear by something bigger than them, more important. Then, which is a whale that carries the earth on its back while in water, and beneath which is a bowl, and under the bowl there is a rock, and under the rock there is a dust, and none knows what is under the dust save Allah. Here, look at look at the honesty. Like, come on. I mean, we know everything, and behind the dust we do not know. Don't ask me, please. That's it. You know. So what is this? This is religion. The Muslims are reading this for centuries, and they believe in it. And now the Muslims, they will try to hide it from you. And then not only that. Okay, are we done? We're not done. The name of the whale is Luwish, not Luwish Farrakhan. This is different Luwish, and it said it is Lotaya. The name of the bowl is Bahamut, and some they say it is the Lahut or Liwana. I mean, look how many names already. I mean, they are not sure. And the whale is in the sea called Adwad, and it's like a small bowl in a huge sea. The sea is in a Hollywood rock, whereby there's 4,000 cracks. Amen. They knew even how many cracks there. And until now, science could not dive to the deep ocean, but the Muslims, they dive already, and they count the crack in the ground. And then from each crack, water spring coming out from the earth. And it's are we done? No, we are not done. And it's also said that Noon is one of the name of Allah. Like, what the heck? A second he was a whale, now it's a name of Allah.
I'm writing this down. This is the most interesting bedtime story I've seen past months. I've been listening to you.
Well, my friend, keep listening, and you will hear every day a story. Islam is nothing but a madness. And you know, look, I mean, the story continue, but you see how they hide in the translation in Ibn Kathir. In Ibn Kathir in English, we cannot find this. We can find it only in Arabic. So you need to ask yourself, why the one who translated the interpretation, he did not translate? Because it's very embarrassing. This is obviously, it's very embarrassing. So we cannot translate that to you, otherwise everybody will laugh at us.
Yeah. Oh my God, man, this is like a whole new level of stupidity. mean, most of the time I lay in my bed and I hear your stories, and I'm close my eyes, I off my phone, I can hear you talk, and I laugh sometimes because it gets so hilarious. But the more I keep digging, the more I feel that there is no.
So my friend, you just called Islam stupidity. So why you don't say I am out of Islam?
Yeah, I think I just needed this confirmation.
Okay, so
I think I don't feel Muslim at all.
So can you say I am out of Islam?
Yeah, I can say it. I'm out of Islam,
That's
definitely.
beautiful, my friend. That's beautiful. I'm so happy for you. Very happy for you.
Thank you.
Now I want to ask you a question. What do you think about Christianity?
I mean, I studied a lot of science during school, and I have my own questions regarding God. I don't know if there's a God. I don't know if there's not. I'm not decided. I'm not atheist or whatsoever.
Okay.
But there are so many religions. So to me, it feels like, did somebody create our universe, and so on and so on. I just don't know the answer, and I'm searching for an answer. Sometimes I feel that I have no connection to God. Sometimes I feel there is a higher power. My wife is Christian, and I always respect her religion, and I respect Christianity way more than Islam because it's way more peaceful. But when I look at the past of the religion, it seems it has not always been so peaceful. So I have my questions, but when I listen to you, it almost feels like you're not associating yourself with the past, which has a lot of bloodshed and so on, but you just have it seems that you have a personal connection to God and Jesus.
Let me correct you, my friend. You see,
Okay.
always when you understand history, you cannot just read about it. You have to live the history. So
Yeah.
if they say to you, there is a history of a blood, and then you say history of who? Is that history of Christianity or history of Christians? So there's a huge difference. What if I show you now history that Christian Prince was in jail? Are you going to judge Jesus because of me?
No.
Okay, what I have to do with Jesus? That's not even fair. I don't judge Islam because somebody he is a criminal. I judge Islam by the founder of Islam, by Muhammad. Nobody can say Muhammad was a bad Muslim, right? So I mean, if you say he's not a Muslim, that will be funny, right?
Yeah, but he was quite a bad person.
Okay, but he's a bad person, no problem. But but the question is, you cannot, I'm not judging Islam because a guy, his name is Osama bin Laden. I'm judging Islam by what Muhammad did. So if you want to judge Christianity, my friend, you don't judge it by Christian Prince, regardless if a Christian Prince is a decent man or not. You judge it by the Messiah himself. And here I say to you, do you find a better name than his name? Do you find better teaching than his teaching? Do you find better wisdom than his wisdom? Do you find more truthful, loving, and same time extremely wise than him? So as long as you go to school, let us practice one sentence of Jesus. He said, love your enemy. What do you say about this sentence?
Sounds quite nice. I find it very hard myself to hate somebody because it's so bad. It feels so wrong.
Yeah, but
and you always
listen,
yeah.
He's your enemy. He is your enemy. He's already your enemy, and he says you love your enemy. And look what that will do. If every single human being practice one sentence of Christ's teaching, you say that Christianity is a religion. Christianity is not religion. It is not. Christianity is a belief in the mighty God. It's not a religion. You love your enemy, and I love your enemy, my enemy, and every one of us in earth love the enemy. There's no enemy left. The earth became heaven. So the message of Jesus to us is to live in heaven right now, not even tomorrow. Yes, there is heaven to come, but if you believe in Jesus, you can be in heaven. Because when you love your enemy, and all of us, we love our enemies. We do not need a police. We do not need an army. We do not need, because everybody became a loving person. A loving person will not steal. A loving person will not kill. A loving person will not rape. A loving person will not allow somebody to die hungry in the street. He will not be greedy. Just one sentence of the teaching of Christ can beat all the wisdom and the wise man in the world. One sentence can solve the problem of all mankind. And this is why, my friend, I believe that he is the Almighty God, for nobody can be wise as he is.
Is there something I can read up about on Jesus and God, because I would like to know more.
Read the four gospel, my friend, the four gospel. But as I said to you, I mean,
Yeah.
one sentence for me is a gospel. Just one sentence. Because that sentence can solve all our problems. All the evil we have is based because we don't, when you love your enemy, that's mean you love everybody. That's it. There's nobody, there's no limit. Human being have a problem that he love himself, but he don't love people. Even if somebody love a family because they provide him something, like I don't want to be lonely, so I love my children. Maybe I don't want to be lonely, so I love my wife. But you will see the Messiah, he come to us with extreme love, exceeding the limit and the mind of a human mindset. Love your enemy. So we live in our world with love, and then love will come back to me. Because if I love everybody, then everybody love everybody, which means including me. I'm a winner. You know what I mean?
Yes, I understand.
So
but
here
then
you see the
on the
balance.
other side, I have some atheists saying things like, but how can a God be so powerful? How can he make a stone bigger than himself that he cannot even carry? And if he cannot, then he's not the strongest, and so on.
You see, this is because of their ignorance. Because Jesus, when he carried the cross, Jesus, he come to us as a normal human being, as a man. But in the same time, isn't it the Bible says that Jesus, he was controlling the nature. Jesus, he healed the blind. Jesus, he resurrected people from death. So they remember only that thing he cannot carry. So why so what? He is coming in the form of a human being. As simple as that. The flesh of a human being. He did not come as what they want, Batman. If Batman exists, that is God. I mean, so he is coming in a form of a human being. Yet he do what no human being can do. So the silliness of some people sometimes that they pick up their cherries from all the story of Jesus. You remember only this one. If you want to be fair, remember the rest.
Then I have another question. I understand your point. I absolutely do.
Okay.
In what form does God come?
From what?
In what form?
What form?
In what shape?
In Christianity, God is a spirit. So our God, he can come in any form he wants because simply he is God. He's Almighty. That's why we call it. What the word Almighty mean? Do you know?
Yeah. The best there is.
Well, he can do whatever he wishes. So he can come to us as a man. Actually, the Bible says when the Messiah he was baptized, they saw like a spirit in the image of the shape of a bird, and they heard a sound say, "This is my only begotten son." So God, he can come to us in any way he wants. God, he came to Abraham as a man, and Jesus said, "Before Abraham, I am," and Abraham knows my day. So he came to Abraham as a man, and why not? If God cannot come as a man, he cannot be God anyway, because if he cannot be something, that means he is limited. You know what I mean?
I understand. It sounds way better than what Islam has to teach when it comes to him having hands and sitting on a chair.
The Quran says how Allah can have a son if you don't have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
So Allah saying he cannot have a son because he don't have a girlfriend. Our God do not need a girlfriend to have a son. Secondly, we don't understand that God he have a son in a physical way, which means God he have sex with a woman and then they give birth to a person. His name is baby Jesus. That's not a story. So the Quran always speak in a let us say in a very poor IQ, very poor IQ. Like you can tell that the one who is making the Quran did not even go to the Muslim. They say that Muhammad was illiterate, right? But
you also said on his dying bed or whatever, when he was about to die, he said, "Give me a piece of paper and pen or whatever."
Actually, I don't agree he's illiterate. That's what the Muslim says, but that's not the question.
Yeah.
Illiteracy, my friend, is not about being knowing how to write, how to read. Illiteracy is about being ignorant, and this is what the Quran says. The Quran never said Muhammad did not know how to write, how to read, but how you can confirm to the ignorant to say to them your prophet was not illiterate. The Quran, but the Quran says that. You see, if you go in the Quran, the problem that Muslims do not want to listen. You go in the Quran, chapter 2, verse number 78. Can you see the screen?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. What the verse saying? We can change the translation if you want. I don't know what translation you like to read. We can go, let us say, Yusuf Ali.
Yeah, it's any translation is okay with me.
All of them, they are wrong, by the way. I don't take any one of them, but you know, as always, we say customers come first. You know, this is customer first policy. Okay, this is Yusuf Ali. Okay, and they are among them illiterate who know not the book. Do you see it?
Yes.
So who is illiterate according to Quran? The one who don't have a book, who do not know a book. Nowhere in the Quran says that illiteracy is about knowing or not knowing how to write, how to read. The Quran confirm in many verses, but Muslims are, what I can say, I don't want to say something, it's very embarrassing. The whole Quran says it clearly that the illiteracy the Quran speak about is about not knowing the true God, and you don't have a book. That's why the Quran called the Christians and the Jews people of the book.
Yeah, I hear it quite often.
Yeah.
What does it say in Arabic
Ahlul
when it
Kitab.
comes to illiteracy?
That's it. Ummi. This is, you see the word illiteracy is ummi. Here you go. This is the word the Muslim they say that Muhammad is ummi because it says in the Quran that he is ummi. But ummi is taken from the Jews. You know, the Gomai in the Bible is the one who is, they are from the nations. They are not believers in God, so they call them illiterate. You know, all those verses in front of us. It says and confirm that. As an example, it says here. Chapter 3 verse number 20, they say, and say to those who were given the scriptures, the Jews and the Christians, and those who they are illiterates. Do you see it?
Yeah,
Why they are illiterates?
because they're Arab pagans. They don't know a
Thank you very
book.
much. So here we can confirm that what the Quran and Islam teach about illiteracy is about knowing God. But those funny Abdul, they don't want to listen. So when I debate them, I say, okay, you want to say your prophet is illiterate? No problem. But I can't do, I give up. You know, it's
Yeah.
like somebody, he want to prove to me that his prophet is a donkey. Okay, I agree with you, no problem. Illiterate. At the end of the day, he's illiterate because he is illiterate about the Bible, he's illiterate about God, he's illiterate about everything. And yet he claimed that he is the most knowledgeable person.
So right now I'm like 60% there. Like for 60%, I believe it, but there's still like a big piece where
My
I
friend,
find it.
My friend, you already left Islam, and we are
Yeah,
happy
yeah,
for you.
absolutely.
So, you know, trust me. I am not going to invite you for something bad, which me myself am happy to have. If a Christianity, if being with Christ is something ugly, nobody is forcing me. I live in America. I am a free man. I can be an atheist in a second.
Exactly.
So why in the world I want to believe in him? And I think you can tell I am not a low IQ person.
Yes.
So why in the world I want to believe in the Messiah? And why I want to invite you to believe in him? Let me tell you something, my friend. Your name is Muhammad, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Muhammad. Time go fast, and nobody guarantee what is going to be tomorrow. Tomorrow might never come. Maybe to me, maybe to you. I might go to sleep, never wake up. It happened to millions of people before us. It happened every day. Do we agree?
Exactly. Yeah, that's true.
So what is my guarantee that even tomorrow will come? I am invite you right now to accept the Messiah. The Messiah, he said clearly, there's no salvation but by me. I am the truth. I am the resurrection. I am the Alpha. I am the Omega. So I am inviting you now to accept, because this is an opportunity might not come to you tomorrow. You never know. Maybe an
Yeah,
hour
but-
from now, me and you, maybe we die.
Yeah, but how about if I feel that almost to a point that I'm trying to believe, but deep inside, I feel like I'm still not all the way there. So even if I would accept it, it still feels like I'm not honest
No, I
because
don't want you to accept if you don't believe.
Yeah.
No, we don't do that. We don't say Shahada in this Christianity. No. I'm not asking you to say I accept the Christ if you don't accept the Christ. You have to be honest, because even that, if you do that, still you're not saved. You're not saved. You know.
yeah,
You have to say it from your heart. You have to be a believer. You know, the Messiah, he said, not everyone says to me, Lord, Lord. So saying to him, Lord, will not save you, my friend, unless you believe in him and you follow him. So I am asking you to believe and to follow, not to say I accept. Saying I accept is just to announce your belief, but not just to say a statement and that will save you.
I understand. I understand you completely. So that's why I don't want to do like
Alright,
a
okay.
false conversion
No,
where
I don't want you to do that.
oh
I don't
yeah,
want
when in about a week I might still have doubts, and then
All right.
you know I will feel that I will personally feel that okay, I was not ready yet to do it.
No problem.
Because personally, like I said, my wife is Christian, her whole family is Christian, and they have nothing else than Christianity. I've also back in when I first was dating her like 3 years ago, I went to a church, and then it felt still very strange to me. I just wanted to experience because I've always been very open to everything, and
All right, friend. Then, you know, I will pray for you, and I ask everybody here in the chat, please pray to our brother here, Muhammad, so the Lord will open his eyes and will bring him to see the truth, and the truth will set him free. We pray, my friend, that the Lord will help you, will guide you, will open your eyes, and he will receive you. He said, knock at my door and I will open for you. So please, my friend, all what I'm asking you, don't say anything, just knock at his door. Say to him, Lord, I want to know you, the Messiah, the Christ, the great name, though everybody speak about you, where are you? I want to know you. Show yourself to me and tell me more about you. Let me see you, let me know you, then I will believe. And my friend, he will answer your question, and he will answer to you. And I will be happy to have you again in my program here. Anytime you feel you have a question, you want to talk to me, you want to say I accept Christ and give us the great news, or even says I don't want to accept, you are welcome to call me.
yeah, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate the prayers. I've been following the chat as well. I appreciate everybody being so nice and everything. I can really feel the warmth from the Christian community, and it's like completely different from Islam, where as soon as you have doubts, it's like kafir billah, you know, astaghfirullah, and that kind of stuff. So I definitely appreciate all the prayers, but to a certain point, I even envy people who have beliefs, because right now I feel like I'm without any faith. And like I said, I've always been searching, because sometimes I lay in my bed and I'm thinking, what is this all for? And it makes no sense. But then I'm thinking, I can just live my life and be happy. But
Right, my friend.
there's always
I'm happy for you. First of all, regardless what your decision. First of all,
Yeah.
you did the right thing today. You decide to leave Islam at least, which means now you are ready to receive the good news. Because the first thing we need to do before we can build a house is to establish, let us say, the corners of the house, you know, the rocks of the house. And the rocks of the house cannot be built on sand. So now you got rid of the sand, and now you are seeing the rocks. So now you can build. So we prayed for you, and everybody is praying for you. And let us pray, all of us together, that soon the Lord, he will bring you, and he will make you, and he will help you to build your house. A house with your beautiful family, beautiful wife, children, to be all of you enjoying the word and the teaching of Christ. And you will see how amazing that life will be. Actually, there is something I did not share with anyone. All of you, you know, I was, for the last week, having very hard time, blood pressure. Even I bought blood pressure to see what's wrong happening with me. And I tried, I mean, really horrible. I cannot even concentrate. And then I decided yesterday to pray a deep prayer from my heart. And for sure, this is the deep prayer. It's about me. I said, Lord, I need my head. I'm using it. please help me. And I woke up as if nothing happened in my life, as if I have no pain, as if, as you see, I'm speaking now for how many hours? I
Yeah.
just made a prayer, and the Lord, He always is there. For sure, you know, some people, they might say to you, there's many people, they pray. The Lord, He always act in a mysterious way. When you speak really from your heart, when you are a person, especially if you know, if you are his servant, if you are his soldier, if you are a person not asking for yourself, then the story is different. So don't think about yourself as much you think about what is right. Think about what is right. Say to him, Lord, please show me what is right. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's always about what is right.
Absolutely. If there's a God, I would absolutely want him to guide me and achieve the most I can in my life and make as many people happy around me as well. And from my profession, I'm a social worker. Helping people is the only thing I do. So it's a nice feeling to help other people and to pray for other people as well. But the last time when I experienced such thing, when I was still religious, because then I still believed in some kind of God, and now, like I said, I'm still searching, and I really hope I can find God, and I will.
My friend, I will be happy
Yeah.
to receive. I'm not going to, because I feel like I'm putting pressure on you. I don't want to do that.
No, I don't feel any pressure at all. Sometimes when I hear you talk to people, maybe they feel pressure to immediately convert. I don't feel that. I'm very outspoken, and I always try to be honest. And I also heard you yelling, Abdul. It's okay, for me, it's maybe funny, but for you, you're having high blood pressure, you know, then I also feel very sad for you. But I completely understand your point. And I think this is also the right way for me to be deciding it on by myself and coming to a conclusion by myself.
All right, I agree with you. And I will be
Yeah.
happy again to hear you soon. Let me know if you need any help. And with this, I will say good evening or good night for you. And I hope to see good news from you soon. All right?
Yeah.
Before
Okay.
you go, I advise you to start reading the 4 Gospels. You know, just read them. But when you read
Yeah.
the Gospel, my friend, try to read to know, not to judge. You know, which means try to learn. I mean, I'm learning now about who is this Christ, what he's talking about. So open your heart and don't be a person who is like consider this as a book of a novel, or you know, this is not. So you have to read it in very special way, and try to live the story, not only to read the story. It's like, you know, try to make it like as if you are watching a movie and you are in the movie, not a person who is standing in front of the screen. So try always, when you read something, the Messiah, he said, try to imagine yourself, you are between those audience, and then you can understand better.
Okay, I will absolutely do that.
All right, my friend. Thank you very much for calling. Anything
Then
else
I
you
have
can answer?
one last question. Which language do you recommend me to read it in?
Well, I don't know which best language for you. What is your best language? English?
No, Dutch is my best language.
Then you read it in the best language, because you have to understand it perfectly. Always translation, by the way, is going to give some limitation, but with you know, with the help of the Lord, will be good.
Is it possible to find it in the original scripts?
Because you have to read it, and then you don't speak the language. Do you speak Hebrew? Do you speak Greek? No.
But I know people who can, though.
Yeah, but it's you who's going to read it, not them.
Yeah.
You know, so it's better to read it in the language, best language for you.
Okay.
And Christianity is not like Islam. You have, like, you know, they pray in Arabic, but yet you don't understand Arabic. You know, I mean, you can pray in any language you want. You know, you can pray even without saying any word.
It's almost like Allah only understands
Right,
Arabic.
because this is the God of the Arab. You know, it's an Arabian religion.
Yeah.
Anyway, my friend, thank you very much for calling.
Okay, man. Blessings to you. I hope you can manage our high blood pressure. Don't let those
God is good.
ignorant people make you angry. Always try to calm down and don't get your health like
Yeah, but you can.
in a bad shape or whatsoever,
No.
because sometimes they can really hear you yell so much, and I feel so sad for you. So
What we
please,
what we can do, sometimes I feel sorry for them, and I lose my. At the end of the day, I'm I'm a human like everybody, and
Yeah.
you lose your patient. I mean, you repeat the same stupid thing, and still somebody don't want to get, and that's what make you upset. It's
Yeah,
like
but they are so indoctrinated. But I think the small things that you say to them, it still plants a seed in their mind, and they will start to doubt.
It
And as
works,
soon
my
as they
friend.
research themselves, that's what happened
have
to
you
me.
have you ever saw like a faucet dropping water for a long time?
Yeah,
Do you know what the faucet can do? A drop of water in the rock underneath is going to make a hole,
yeah,
and this is what we do here.
exactly.
Thank you.
That's why I also try to do the same thing what you do to other people around me now that are also still Muslim, because I still see too many Muslim people do crazy things just because of their religion, even though they live in Western Europe and they believe in a faith which is not compatible with the life they're leading here right now, because of the riba and all the crazy things, the hijab, people missing opportunities, job opportunities, just because they have to wear the hijab, parents hitting their children. I've seen everything myself. I've seen the bad side of Islam because I've lived it for so long, and it's really horrible to see it. So to a certain extent, most people don't even know how bad Islam is, and they have so many.
So like you yourself look like struggling with Islam for a while, but you don't want to say I decide to leave it because it's kind of too much to do that. Like you are already listening to me and watching my videos.
Yeah.
Already you agree that this is no way, this is from God. But you see here you need to take some change in your life. If you are convinced of something, don't wait. I mean, what the point? Just because my family they believe in the same thing?
It's because of my parents. I feel very sad for my mom, because sometimes when I make a small hint, my mom is like 70 plus, and I cannot. If I say something, she will think I am possessed by Satan or whatever, and she will just cry for days long. She will never understand. So to me, it's very hard and very difficult because it causes me a lot of pain.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, my friend, I had to let you go, and feel free to call me when you feel like talking again. All right?
It is good. Thank you very much, man. Have a good night.
Take care, you too. Bye-bye. All right. I think we have a good time today. I'm not going to stay longer. You see, like we talk about, I made a prayer to the Lord and he answered my prayer, but doesn't mean I'm not going to get sick. I might even die tomorrow. That will not change my faith in the Lord, because simply, you see, it is you are doing something, and whatever your duty is in earth, it doesn't change anything. That at the end of the day, you are under the nature and the law of the nature of a human being. You will die, you will get sick, you might get killed, you might have an accident. And always don't judge the Lord by things happen to you. You are born to die, my friend. You are born to die. What Jesus said, let the dead bury the dead. They are dead, burying the dead. Always remember that. So don't be the same as the atheist. Say, okay, why this person he have a cancer? He was a Christian, good a Christian, but cancer have nothing to do with being good a Christian or bad a Christian. Cancer happened to atheists, to believers, disbelievers, all kind of people. The Bible says that the Lord, he created the sun to raise above the good and the bad, and all they will get the benefit of it. So we are out of heaven, and the day we are out of heaven, that's mean we are out to die. And the only way to come back to this heaven is to be with the Lord. So you will be sick even if you are a believer. You will die even if you are a believer. You might get killed, you are a believer. That will not change anything. But there's a huge difference between somebody he is a believer and someone he is not. Death means nothing to me except seeing the Lord soon. Death to someone he don't believe is horrible. There is a story about a monk. He is dying. They ask, the other monks, they ask for a doctor to come and see him. Maybe he can help him. The doctor get in, he check him out. The guy is very old. He said to him, I don't think you will live until tomorrow. You are in a very bad shape. And then he came out, the doctor, and he told the others, he said, I think your brother, he lost his mind. They said, why? He said, I just told him you will die by the end of maybe tonight. I mean, but he gave me a big smile. I just told him he would die. I think he lost his mind. They said, why you don't go and ask him why he is smiling after what you told him, if he can't talk? So he went inside. He said, I have a question. I just told you, you will die maybe in a few hours from now, and you give me a big smile. You did not say anything. Can you tell me why? Why you are so happy? You look so excited. The guy, he said, I spent all my life for this moment, and you are telling me I will see him soon, I will be with him soon, and I will not be happy. So for a believer, is like landing in the airport of God. For a disbeliever, it is the end. It is a terrifying moment. Which mean, even let us say a Muslim, they say atheist, they say whatever they say, Christianity is false. Even that will give you happiness even in the moment of death, for you are not left alone. Death for you is just a start of a journey. It is not the end of it. Death for them is the end, a very ugly end. So for us as a believers, sickness does not mean God he hate us. Absolutely not. Actually, it can be for your good sometime. When I was in Germany, I met with the Muslim women. I was invited by a brother Amir. You know Amir, right? You see his YouTube. I was invited by him to his he have fiancé family, and I was invited for like a lunch with them, even though I don't really like to eat in anyone's house, but I've been forced, really. I could not say no. And there they invited two ex-Muslims, one from Jordan and the other one was Lebanese. If you remember, the Lebanese lady who spoke to me in Skype and she decided to leave Islam, you remember her? The one, her brother is a sheikh from Hezbollah, big sheikh for the Shia. She was there. This woman, she started thinking about Christ after she had her cancer, not before. Look, she should deny God. She have cancer. Oh, sorry, not cancer. Sorry, not cancer. I'm not mistaken. They told her, like, you might die because she have a very hard problem. It's not cancer. It's my mistake. So she started thinking about accepting the Messiah after she been told that her life in a very bad shape and she might die anytime. So if death will bring me to Christ, death is welcome. If an illness will bring me to Christ, I would love that. I prefer to have any illness better than dying ignorant and going to where I don't like to go. So everybody, he have, let us say he received his ticket, he received his invitation in somehow, and some of us we reject and we refuse, and some of us we accept with happiness. Now the one who rejects, he will pay the price. This invitation will not come every day forever. Time will come, you breathe and never breathe again. That's it. It was your last moment. After that, there's no solution. He gave you time, long time, and you reject once after once after once. And this is why I feel sorry actually for the Muslims, because you know, those who been in contact with the Christians, and Christian, they did their hard work to make them believe, and they refuse, those will be questions harshly, because it's not, you see, according to the Bible, if somebody never heard of Christ, he will be saved. He will be judged by what he knew. As an example, if somebody live in the jungle somewhere, like in Brazil, he never met anybody, he knows the Bible, anyone, he saw a sentence from a Christ. It's not fair to judge him, to say, okay, you did not accept Christ, we will let you go to hell. No. The Bible speaks carefully, saying that those people will be judged by their knowledge, which mean by what God gave them in their heart. There is something God he gave you when he created you, to know what is right and what's wrong. By that little knowledge which you have, you will be judged, and that is fair. So a person who knew about Christ and did he reject, he will be judged badly, which means his judgment will be different. And actually, this is fair. If somebody have a, let us say, he's born with mental illness, he will not be judged. God is about justice. This guy, he have no idea, he don't know what I'm talking about, right? He have a brain defect. This person considered the same as a child, he will go to heaven. Children in Christianity, they will go to heaven. So you will be judged by your knowledge, and the Muslims already, they knew, they've been taught, they've been told, and they reject. So you will be judged, and the judgment day is going to come. And the irony is, the Muslim believe that the one who will come in the judgment day is Jesus. But Muhammad the deceiver, he gave them different image and different name and different look of Jesus, for he decided to replace him, for he is the devil. This is why Muhammad, he changed his name to Muhammad, from Qasim to Muhammad. Muhammad mean the praised one. It's obvious that Muhammad is the devil, for he is claiming to be the praised one. There's no way a prophet who worship God, he called himself the praised one. This is a godly name. The praised one is a godly name, is not a name to be given to a man. How Muhammad yet claimed to be a man who worship God, serve God, but yet he gave himself a God name. It's an insult to be called Muhammad, for that is a name of God, the praised one. What a satanic way to make people praise you, by calling yourself the praised one. If Muhammad is the praised one, who is the praised to? Allah? Ask yourself such a question. I want to say, guys, thank you very much for being here. May the Lord bless you. Don't forget to download the videos. As you know, we don't keep our videos for long. And those who do not know, by the way, this is a website here. I have my account there in minds.com. Until now, not many of you subscribes. After I have all those 1,000 subscriptions, still people don't go there. I don't know why. It's easy to log in, easy to create an account, and it's always good to have a backup account. And there I post my videos there, especially the one mostly like deleted, so you can find all reference, or at least you can find the name, you know, because you can search the same title for the last 24 hours and you can find the deleted video. So please download, log in that account there, or subscribe, and it's free. It's the same as Facebook and Twitter, and they guarantee freedom of speech. That's why I am there. They are not like Twitter and YouTube and Instagram. Even if you say hi, they say to you goodbye. There we can be free and we can talk. So I want to say thank you for being here. May the Lord bless you, and don't forget to pray to the gentleman who left Islam, Muhammad, and to pray to the other brother who accepted the Messiah, and he rejoined his family to be Christian and to worship the Lord. With this, Christ is Lord, Islam is false, and see you soon again. Take care. Bye-bye.